Bringing the Russian angle here. Yes, we know that they have hacked us. Listen to what General Jack Keane said about retaliation. Roll tape.
Russia certainly is committed to it, as is China. This is the new norm, and we've got to use all the tools in our kit bag to push back on them. Yes, publicly humiliate them. Yes, use sanctions to try to impose our will on some of the specific leaders, but also use these tools. After all, it is these tools that they're using on us.
Right, helping us, joining us now with from the American Defense International, we have Van Hipp is with us. Here's a guy who knows a lot about cyber warfare. So, Van, same question to you. Should we go on offense? Should we attack the Russians and take down their networks?
Well, absolutely. I agree with General Keane. He's spot on. I agree with him 100%. But first of all, hats off to Microsoft. We need more American companies like this doing things to try to counter the Russians on this. And I think it's very interesting. I think the New York Times missed this piece. Why were the Russians attacking the Hudson Institute? The Hudson Institute, more than any organization in America outside of the government, is leading the charge and sounding the alarm on the fact that whoever wins the quantum race will win the cyber war. The Russians get it. America's behind now. And this is not a partisan race. It's an American race, an American issue. We've got to win it. Well, Stuart, there are three things I would do right now. Number one, I would create a cell, a special cell in the National Security Council designed at winning the quantum race and coordinating throughout the government. Number two, General Keane talks about those tools. The Department of Homeland Security has a Science and Technology Directorate. There was a hearing in Congress yesterday about cybersecurity research within the Science and Technology Directorate. It shouldn't be a debate. Science and cybersecurity research, because they're doing applied research. They're trying to establish and create those tools now that General Keane is talking about. That needs to be priority one of the Department of Homeland Security Science and Technology Directorate. And thirdly, Stuart, as far as the Russians are concerned, Estonia. Yes, why? That's a little country. Why Estonia? The Russians were hacking into the Estonian banking systems back in the 1990s. They have probably developed some of the best counter mechanisms and tools that General Keane talks about. NATO has established its Cybersecurity Center of Excellence in Estonia. Today, we don't have an ambassador to Estonia. I would have an ambassador. I would not put a bureaucrat in there. I would not put a hack in there. Okay. I would put a cybersecurity expert in there, and let's get some of their tools.
But I want to know if we should go on the attack. We know they've hacked us. They know that that's a cyber attack. Why don't we attack them? I mean, shut down the... Or should we? Should we do that?
Well, we can certainly start doing that. I would up it in phases. I would begin with what we call cyber booby traps. The country of Georgia has done that before. And one other thing I would do, and General Keane talked about embarrassing them on the world stage. We know the unit that's doing this, just as we know the two units in China. And John Bolton had made a good point yesterday. China is doing the same thing to us. We know those two units. I wrote a book a couple of years ago, and we called out those units. One's in Shanghai, one's in Beijing. These governments deny any responsibility, claim they don't have anything to do with these units.
But why not attack? If you know who they are, where they are, why not attack?
I believe we should, and I would begin with cyber booby traps. But I also would do what General Keane is doing. Let's call those groups out on the world stage. Let's go to Putin. Let's go to the leader of China. We understand you got nothing to do with it. Join us in declaring them as cyber terrorist organizations, and let's go after them.
Okay, last one. Do you feel that we're beginning to change our tune and we're beginning to look towards offense rather than constant defense?
Oh, yes, we are. And General Mattis said some things along those lines that I agree with last week. We need to begin more of a cyber offensive capability and begin to launch that. Absolutely.
Van Hipp, thanks very much indeed, sir. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.